Welcome to I'll Do the Talking. Today we have a lovely guest with us, some Scottish photography royalty, as you might say. We've got Julianne White with us today. Thank you for joining.
You're welcome. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Julianne. Listen, I nearly didn't recognise you when you came in without all your straps.
I know.
And your attachments, and you're usually quite ladened up anytime I've worked with you. Yeah? Do you feel a bit lighter today?
Aye, and then there's also, when I was at the tartan event, nobody recognised me because I never had my specs on. I couldn't see him because I never had my specs on, so it was class. I'm like, nobody knows who I don't know.
So you didn't know who you were talking to whenever I tapped you and was speaking to you, know?
I couldn't see anybody. I was just like, oh well. So I know, it's great.
I'm in the darkness, so let's go.
It's all good.
Well, listen, we've got a wee customary thing that we do to start off our podcast. And, of course, being a wedding celebrant, it would be remiss of me not to ask you to take your I'll Do the Talking vows.
Okay.
Which allows you to continue to be part of the podcast. So we have got two versions of the vows for you to take. What one would you like?
This side.
This one, okay, right. So there's a wee line there. You just pop your name in your head.
Oh, okay.
So if you would like to go ahead, take your I'll Do the Talking vows.
I, Julianne White, solemnly swear on this podcast mic to shoot straight with no filters to reveal what really makes a picture-perfect wedding day, and with Caitlin and George in perfect focus, I'll do the talking.
Wow, brilliant.
Love
well
it.
done,
Thank
Julie.
Welcome
you. Officially to the podcast.
Love that. You'll need to change them up now and again.
Oh yeah, we've got a full set for every possible genre of wedding royalty that comes in to the studio.
And they just have to say it and they're there.
That's it.
Otherwise we can't continue.
That's true.
So they have to. They
Absolutely.
have to.
Good with me.
I'll do the talking here. Weddings aren't all as perfect as they look on Instagram, but with the right tips and advice, they can be pretty amazing.
We're George and Caitlin, a father and daughter team that know weddings inside out. My dad's a humanist wedding celebrant, known as George the Humanist.
And Caitlin's a wedding content creator from her business, Insta Love Story, who, in 2022, I had the honour of walking her down the aisle and then marrying her off.
On each episode of I'll Do the Talking, we're sharing real wedding advice and chatting to industry guests to help plan the day that's right for you.
From ceremonies, gestures and traditions, from flowers, photos, food and family dramas, we'll walk you through it all.
So if you're planning your big day or just love a good wedding story, hit subscribe and join us down the aisle and beyond.
Tell us a bit about your journey, actually. Why are you in the wedding game? What's your story?
I started off when I had my first child, which was 11 years ago, and I got a camera because I would take photographs of her. She was very photogenic. She is obviously, in my eyes, a model, and that is, she's very much got everything. Anybody that knows her has seen Rebecca, they will always say, like, she's just everything, like, she's got it all, right? And she really, really has. So photographing her was like a dream. So that is what I get into it, doing it that way. So then other folk would say, can you photograph mine? Just started taking them basically in my kitchen, and it was as simple as that. I then went on to do nurseries and stuff, and then I thought, I need to try a wedding, but how do you do it? You put it on the buy and sell page. I'll do your wedding for nothing. Let me do it, and then you get a wedding. Yeah. So that's what happened to me. I done my very first wedding. It was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. But, you know, see, at the time I was like, right, I'm out the house for the full day. No dealing with my weans. Getting fed. This is Kirsty. Like, I'm doing it. And then I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love. I actually fall in love with it when I'm telling the story, when I'm editing. And I'm looking at it. Because I'm looking at it and I remember every moment, the laughs and stuff. And I'm so part of it and editing it and putting it together and looking at something that they had no idea. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see the gran. You can see the grandpa. Like, you can see memories that they've no idea were captured. And you're like, I'm delivering this to you. And the feedback, obviously, you get is amazing.
How do you go about that then? How's your mechanism? Like, do you do like, I'll give you this on Sunday at 2:00, or do you do a big thing? Or
we having kids, it's so up and down, right? So like this week, I've got a gallery to deliver in my head. I've not told the couple I'm delivering it this week.
Right.
It's in my head that this is when I want to deliver it. I tell them I start to get pressured.
Aye.
Like my wee girl broke her foot the other day, so we're all set back with loads of other things. Like I honestly, you just don't know. I was driving home the other day. My wee boy was upset because it was raining and I was driving. So when I went in, I didn't back up straight away. I went and seen him, gave him a wee cuddle.
Right.
So like, if I had to say to them when I'm leaving, listen, I'll have them on the night before you go to your bed, some previews for you. I wouldn't, when I went in to go and give my wee boy a cuddle, I'd have been panicking, thinking, oh my God, the time and la la la. And I'd never want to think like that. I know what's going to happen. I know I'm going to deliver them within 24 hours, their previews. And I know that I do say to some of them, if you feel like you want to know an estimate and you message me, I can tell you if it'll be within the week, but I couldn't tell you a date, a time, or anything like that, because one, the uploading is not easy. So uploading it, double checking it, and then it looks different on my phone to it looks on my computer, so I need to view it like I'm viewing it as them. But I need to do it in a quiet moment where I'm looking at it the way they would look at it, and look at every single bit to make sure it's all flowing the exact same way that I want it to flow, then send the gallery. And then sit like that. Message me back.
The anxious reply once you send somebody their stuff to go, text me back, please. Tell me that you have got. Oh, you're lucky enough that you can.
You'll get it with the content stuff. But I get it when I deliver the ceremony though. The draft of the ceremony is my moment of. Is it landing? Is it okay? And then you wait for the anticipation of. And thankfully it's been all okay with a few editing, a few typos maybe, but you never get it massively wrong.
I know.
It's usually just something like that. So you kind of self-taught. You all driven by the kind of the taking the kids' pictures and stuff like that. And then was there a moment you just said that's it? Did it naturally like evolve into Julianne White photography?
It was actually, I did it with my auntie to start with. She's a videographer now. So she does video and I did photos, so we kind of went our separate ways that way. But I get married when Rebecca was only 6 months, so it was dead easy for it to be Julianne White photography, because I thought I didn't want it my maiden name, and obviously I'd only started really taking photographs, so when I went into it was straight away Julianne White photography. That's the way it's going to be. But when I actually decided weddings was when my wee guy came along, which was 2 years later. And dealing with 2 kids, and I always did it in my house. It was just a lot. It was a lot going on, and we had a wee dog as well, and I was like, this is upheaval in the house and all that sort of stuff. So then I started just doing weddings only, and I thought, this is for me.
Anybody in the wedding industry, you need to love what you do to be able to do it.
Don't get me wrong, in the winter you're debating your choices. You're thinking, what have I done to myself? Like I'm rotting back and forward. I'm like, do not ask me to end the night. I need to edit, and I just get in this zone, and you do. But you're obviously quite a quick turnaround editing. There'll not be as much pressure your end, because they always look at it as like, well, I've still got my photos and my video to get back or whatever, and that's what I try and say about content and other people with content and stuff like that. They're never coming to you and saying, by the way, did you get my dad's first look, the full lot of it? That's not a question. They're not expecting that. If you got it, great, but they want it delivered off me. They need it delivered off me, so I should be first place, and video should be there as well, because they're coming back to us asking us about it. I just believe there's moments that photos are priority and video's priority. Like with video, I think at ceremony I always don't take a back seat. I'm very much there, right? But with video, every time I work with them, I'll say to them, listen, this is your game. The ceremony and the speeches out, they need to watch this back in full. Like you take lead. I can shoot for anywhere, right? I'll get what I need to get, but I want them to watch this back without somebody dipping and diving. Whereas I feel like the photo shoots me are the photographers, and we all have our place. We all know when it is. So
changing the subject slightly, I'm quite intrigued because earlier, and I did see it in your TikTok as well, talking about your own wedding. Yes. You didn't have a photographer. No. Fancy schmancy, big day.
Nope.
How? Why? What happened?
I don't have my dad in my life. He passed away when I was 11, right? And I'm not close to any of my family. Ryan's mum passed away just before I fell pregnant with Rebecca.
Okay.
So when me and Ryan met, I was pregnant within like 4 weeks of meeting Ryan, and married within a year, because we just knew. But you know what I mean? Like, first of all, when we first got engaged, I was like, right, we'll go away because we don't really want MD there. That's what we
Right.
thought. So we went and we looked up Cyprus and all that, and we were looking at the money, and I was like, this is mental, innit, just to go and see that. And then I'm pretty sure wherever I was looking it up, I had to do a legal ceremony here as well. And I was like, well, I'll just phone the town hall and see what they've got. So I phoned them up, and they were like, aye, we've got this date in October. It's a Tuesday. I was like, that'll do. And that was it.
And that was it.
That was it. We just turned up and get married. But I didn't realise you can't just pick witnesses off the street because
Right.
they need to know their information. So we just picked 2 people to come with us.
Right.
And that was it. That was simply it. I just wore a nice navy blue dress. And that was it. And that's why we did our 10-year photographs
Right, yeah.
in Glencoe. So that was
Glencoe,
good.
right. Why did you pick there?
Because I just feel like it's absolutely stunning. There's a girl that shadowed me years ago that does Glencoe elopements, and I loved her style.
Right.
So I was like, let's just do it. So that was it. That was basically it. But aye, no fancy wedding. People would have
Would
thought
you
I'd
ever
arrived.
renew the vows and go full
No.
scale Lockside and do it all?
Go for it,
Big
aye.
day.
Can you imagine Kirsty at Lockside managing your
I
wedding?
know. I wouldn't be. I'd be too busy dancing. Did you see us at the talent event? I mean, like everybody's. I was talking to my hairdresser the other day. She's like, "What was that you were at the other day?" I said, "Oh, aye." I said, "Anyway, Ryan was there as well." She's like, "You're kidding me on." Like, you would never have known you were there with Ryan. I'm like, I know. I sat at the back with a Coke Zero and I was pure on the dance floor, and then I went to the bathroom, had to take off my top underneath my shirt, and I'm like, no, we need to keep going here. Like, but no, I couldn't go for the big full wedding. I couldn't do it. I couldn't justify it. I feel like the photos are everything. So as long as I've got good photos, and I'm not going to renew my vows because I'd rather probably have a wee square go. Like,
Is that something that you offer?
aye, square
George?
goes.
I'll add that to the website
Yeah.
tonight.
Aye, square goes, aye.
Square go.
100%. Like, no, I'm not
In a
renewing
boxing
them.
ring somewhere, just
Yeah.
leave used to it.
Aye.
I just feel like I love when people do their vows and they read it like into themselves. I think that's so special, and the atmosphere in the room is like see when my bride's walking down the aisle. This is probably not easy if you even asked me, right? But see when my bride's walking down the aisle, see the hairs on my back, they are on end. And the majority of the time I'm very, very close to tears because I've been there.
That was going to be my next question.
Aye.
Have you ever cried at the
Yes,
wedding?
a lot when I was pregnant.
Just when you were, I don't think there's a wedding I've not cried at. I'm an
Right.
emotional wreck.
It's the
Can't
zone
help
that I go
myself.
into. It's the zone that I go into. What I really struggle with, the ceremony will make me cry when they come down the aisle because I've been with
Yeah.
them before. I know how they feel. I know how the other person feels. I've been there through all the moments. I know that they two just need each other. And then when I see that happening, it's just very, very precious. But I have cried a lot at weddings, mainly when I was pregnant
Right.
and always at first dance. I'd be like, and then everybody would be like to come up and say goodbye, and they're like, "You alright?" I'm like, "Aye, I'm fine." But I do an Irish goodbye now, and I have done for years. It's much better.
Yeah.
Never take a couple away for a moment that they could be having just to say bye. Like, it's not the last time I'll see them. It's not the last time I'll hear from them. So I want them to just go and enjoy their night. Like, imagine everybody coming up to you in the dance floor and saying, "That's me away. See you later."
And usually a lot of people are leaving at the same time, usually after if it's full
Aye.
day. You've maybe got
Yeah.
photographer, videographer, content as well. So there's a queue of maybe like,
Aye.
can be up to maybe 5 people and,
And
you're
they
like,
obviously feel like they need to really, really thank you and stuff. And I'm
Aye.
like, that you're thanking me for doing my job. I'm here. I've had the best day ever. Like,
yeah.
just go and enjoy yourself. I want you to realise I've not even left.
Aye.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it means, don't
Because
get
a
me
lot of
wrong.
guests will do that anyway. Towards the end of the night,
Aye.
they'll just disappear up to
I've
the...
actually, somebody's
room or
mom
something.
phoned me the next day. Said, "I never got to say cheerio to you." I says, "Oh, it's fine. How are you?" And I said, "I'm fine. How are you?" And she's just chatting away. I've got voicemails and everything. "Julianne, I never got to say bye. What a day we had and all that." And I'm like, "Oh, I love you.
That's
I love
fair
you."
enough.
That's so
Time.
nice.
Talk us through your ideal wedding day, all the kind of chapters of the day from arriving to leaving.
The perfect or just the norm?
The perfect.
The perfect for me would be the one place for the full day. So the prep is happening where you're getting married,
Right.
because that means we can offload there and take all equipment in instead of downsizing to go in and then having to put it all back in. It can be quite difficult. So
Sure.
being in the one place the full day, having a ceremony that's a good time for your time of year. So making sure that the ceremony is in good time, everything runs so smoothly that it all runs on time. There's an indoor area for photographs and outdoor, so that they don't ever have that worry.
Yeah.
Because if your venue's got that, you're never going to think, what if it's raining? Somewhere that's definitely an indoor bit where nobody needs to stress about where they're going to happen. You've already got your plan B in action.
Yep.
Everything runs on time with a meal. A lovely, nice turnover hour of entertainment before the band or the DJ sets up.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting announced into the room at the correct time, because I like people to get the most out of everything that they've done. So if you're late to your evening reception, you're only downsizing the time spent on the dance floor. Don't go in till 9 o'clock and your buffet opens at 9:30. You're not going to get a great deal of time. And some people say the day runs away with them, and it does, but you've got so many hours in that day, and if you spend them wisely, you will do it well. To me, a 1:30 ceremony is perfect for me. So 1:30, full day in the same place, and a backup plan in place, and good food for my couple and me, obviously.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
What about in the morning then, when you're arriving, if you're going for kind of prep, what sort of time then how early are you showing up?
So I normally show up at 10, regardless of when you're getting married, whether it's 1:30, 2:30, it's normally 10.
Okay.
Because I feel like 10's just a good time. If you go at 11, it can be manic. A lot of people don't go to a bit later. It is each to their own. But I'm always kind of, I drop the kids at school and I go straight there. So there isn't any in between. Because I've got dogs, and if I get home, they're all buzzing. So I'm like, if I leave, I just leave at the one time. So to chat to her, catch up. If she's getting quite a lot of them, I've got something to tell you that they've maybe forgot to tell you. I can get a feel for the room. I can get a feel for everybody in it, the energy, what we're dealing with. I can have a cup of tea with your gran. Like, it's the way that I like it. I like it to run smooth.
Yeah.
Like, I've already been there the majority of your morning. So, but when I arrive at 10, I really like the hangers, if they've to be changed, to have been done. And I like all the detail photos in a shoebox so that I have everything available. And then that means that when she is sitting on the chair, getting hair and makeup done, and I say, where's your perfume? She doesn't have to stop, because you interrupt again. The time is precious, so you're then interrupting the makeup artist.
Just for the stage pictures, the flat lays, and all that
so
stuff.
if that's all there, once I've had a chat, I don't need to even think about where it is. I'm like, there it's there, and that's your box, and I'll take it wherever I need to go with it.
Right.
And we don't need to look for it. Whereas sometimes you'll arrive and you'll have to look for it all, and all the bridesmaids are scattered around, and the bride's on the seat somewhere, and it goes a bit mad. And it's rotten, because obviously I believe the time in the seat is the time to chill. Because when you're on that seat, you won't know this, George, right? But when you're on the makeup seat getting your makeup done, it is very relaxing. I do believe like that one time there is such a wee precious bit where they actually get to shut their eyes.
Yeah.
So if that's all done for me arriving at 10, then she'll never be disturbed by me for anything.
Is that the sort of stuff you do a prep chat with brides about anyway?
Yeah.
Aye.
So that all comes in, like, I do an almost time form. I'll explain basically to do these sort of things. You've got stickers on the bottom of shoes. You've got hangers. They don't know where the real hangers are. The real hangers might not be able to take the weight of the wedding dress. So then we come up against that hassle, because that sometimes can happen. And then you've got, like, say, jewellery. Like, sometimes it's brand new fresh jewellery, which is all still in the beautiful wee wrappers. And you're so scared to take it out because, I mean, do you want to be the one to take it out and break it?
I get sometimes like that. I'll arrive and like there's a candle lighting ceremony, but it's all still in the box.
Aye.
It's all wrapped up, and like, I don't know who wraps up these things, by the way. They're like, you need a mega pair of scissors to undo the but I know what you mean by that. It's kind of like, where is it, and can I get my bit done? Yeah.
Aye, it's just being prepared. So see if it was just there, and then you're not up against time, because time is everything on the wedding day. So just being that wee bit forward with it and saying, right, this is what I've got, this is what we need. And I'm then sitting having my cup of tea, looking for all your stuff, and I can chat away to your granny without thinking, I wonder if that bridesmaid knows where it is. We'll catch up with the next one. Like, it's just all chasing your tail. So if it's already in the morning, it just makes everything so much easier.
And do you find that you're kind of wearing different hats? You're a photographer, but you're a
Oh, you're everything.
You're a bit of this and a bit of
Aye.
that, and you're trying to just knit
Yeah.
it together for
Aye.
the sake of...
You're the in-between everything. Sometimes just between them and their family as well, because so many people have a conversation with me beforehand, because we'll have a phone call as well 2 weeks before it, and they'll maybe often say to me, listen, my auntie so-and-so or my mum or my mother-in-law, they're going to be a bit of a nightmare, and give me a wee heads up.
just some doing that dynamics,
Give me the dynamics. So when I get in the morning and she's hounding me, I know it's okay and I know what I'm up against. Hi, I'm Julianne White and I am sponsoring this episode of I'll Do the Talking for George and Caitlin, and it's been such a pleasure to be part of this episode, and all you need today to help them out a wee bit is like and subscribe and listen and keep an eye out for new episodes, because the suppliers, the people and the information you're going to gain for this is second to none. So subscribe.
One of my favourite bits is when we sit down and do the signing, because the absolute love between the couple
Yes,
is just, it's the first moment they've had to have a wee chat. I remember you and Callum actually at Caitlin's wedding, exactly. It's kind of that wee moment. You're on camera, but you're off camera. When you're off, people will look at you because all the guests are just having a wee chat by that point.
Yeah. It's my favourite. So see this whole kid on signing, I'm no for it. I'm no for it. The witnesses standing behind you, I just feel like it's just so weird. Like, you would never set a photo up like that. Like 2 people sitting like that and then 2 people standing behind. And as well, you've got them in 2 completely different lights in most places. So it's no ideal. But the moments that happen when they get a minute, when the witnesses are signing.
Yeah, it is all the moment, the wee bits in between, that the actual candid time is the points where you get the best smiles, you get the best interactions, when people don't realise that you've got a lovely Zoom for the other side of the room and they've absolutely said a belter of a line and got a hilarious smile. And you're like, I've caught that, and you don't even realise that I'm there. It's great.
That is the precious part about it. But it's like, see, when the photographers got certain parts of the day that they need to photograph and they need to obviously tell the story, we are so concentrated on that I'm not even listening to what's going on round about me. I don't know what's going on behind me. I'm so zoomed into what I'm doing, basically. And one of the things I push every couple of mine to do, which I have done for the last few years, but a lot of videographers will say to me, no, everybody does it that way. And I'm like, but if I do it any other way, I won't get the best. So I always take my couple first to get their photographs done before I do any family.
Okay.
There's a moment after the ceremony, like I said, with all the cuddles, right? There's a high that you're on, and I need to grab you at that high, because that's when I'm going to get the most amazing photographs of you.
Your style of photography then, well, for 2 questions. Has it got a name? And did you evolve into that type of style? Because the look and feel, I guess I'm talking about.
So it took me ages to work out the style that I wanted, right? I know that I never ever wanted posed, because I felt like posed was when I was asking them to pose, like, and then nobody was talking and I was just taking, I'm like, nobody's talking, there's no atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're just...
Because people naturally go quiet when you say...
You still need somebody to hype you at that point. Like, it's really important, otherwise it is really uncomfortable. I go, okay, right, but move you like that way. You look hot. Like, this is great. And come on, guys, like, somebody crack a joke. Like,
like, you need to have that fine line and make sure that you're chatting with them and stuff like that. So I knew that I always wanted it to be a very short and sweet photo shoot. I wanted them to spend minimum an hour with their guests before they sat down for dinner, and I wanted anybody that looked on my grid or on my website to see nothing other than smiles and happiness. I want them to look at the photo and feel happiness for it. No forced happiness, no a forced smile. Genuine. I want them just to look at it and go, they are having the time of their life. Like, that is genuinely happiness that we're looking at. And that's all I've aimed for it, and that's all I ever wanted for it.
Yeah.
But I knew I would only get that if we done short and sweet bursts of photographs. So obviously I'll get the couple first. Yep, get them in the bubble. Then when they all get into dinner and there's like a bit where they do a drink of choice, you've got half an hour with the couple. They either can go to their room and spend it to just themselves, but if they're thinking about staying downstairs, I'll grab them away, because obviously they're stuck with all the top table people. And to be honest, by then, you can't be arsed for the top table. You've been with them all day. You've seen them all morning. You're not interested in them.
And you might not have wanted to be there in the first place with them.
Exactly. So I'll be like, Mum, we'll grab a wee 5 minutes and we'll go here. And see all these wee 5 minutes that you grab, they don't even think about them. They do not
But they
think
do
about
when
them.
the gallery's delivered.
Yes.
It's like, oh, remember she took me away to that corner. Or
Instead of just making it a bulk, like half an hour session. Because you'll never get the best out of them.
Yeah.
Never.
Because you're kind of, you're probably of all the wedding suppliers, you are there, the longest relationship with the couple, hands down. You know, from the booking you and then you arriving in the day, 10 o'clock, 9:30, whatever it is you get there. But it's that after part as well, isn't it? The X amount of time to deliver the gallery. But the day itself is massive, isn't it?
By then I know everybody in the pictures. Like, I'm looking at them and I know that that's their wee granny and their mammy. And I remember them so well. Like, I remember everything about the weddings when I'm going through it. I don't need to think about what was happening at that moment. Like, one that I made it in the now, it was a priest that was doing it. It was in the Radstone, though. So it was a bit different, but he did this, like, he must have did a bit of magic or whatever, right? And he did this bit of magic where it was a box and he had a padlock on it and 6 keys, right? And they took the wallet off a guest and everything, right? And so all these guests gave up all this stuff, right? And he was like, the sound of this going in this cup will tell the groom if it's the right key. He's like, we've been working on this for months. And I'm like, what? I've never seen this before. So this lassie's put people's wallet and everything in this, right? And she's just to trust, because obviously once he hot this key in to this tub, right, the groom would say yes or no. And if it was no, he had to put it in this box that was padlocked shut. And there was only these 6 keys. Then we got to the last key and every key was in this box. And I'm like, how?
Right.
How? And he goes, aye, that's the one. I opened it up. And everybody got their stuff back.
Opened it, all right. Wow.
It was the
Goodness for that.
It was the most random thing ever. But I'm editing it the new, and it's funny because I'm laughing at the lassie's face because her facial expressions when she's like trying keys and it's not working, and like just watching it all. And I'm like, I remember that clear as day, and I remember the guy up the back like that. Because somebody was like, oh, we want cash in it, because obviously not many people carry cash.
No, of course.
So it was like, right, well, and he's like, right, you can take £100. And it was just like, not I could have told you in that room who took the £100, like, and who gave their watch in, because I'm that present. Because if I'm not that present, I can't tell a story.
When you're editing these pictures, you're actually reliving it.
I relive it
you're
all.
in the moment again, as if you're back at the wedding.
It's honestly, it's incredible. And sitting there, like, looking at it all, and then delivering it all, because I know it all and I know the story. Whereas some people would look at somebody else's day and go, I get the drift. But I do believe that when somebody looks at my galleries, they can actually feel a bit of the day and go, I kind of know how that day went. Because it's told through the images.
What about even like months later? See, when you see somebody change their profile picture and you see it's one of your photos, do you still get that feeling of being dead chuffed, being like, yeah, I took that photo?
When they've no screenshots of it, I link it.
Well,
It's not the original file.
The screenshots are the devil. They are the devil. And I actually had one of my friends messaged me who's now a bridal dresser, and she was like that. See, photographers, how do they feel like about you taking their photographs? It's like, I'm sure they'll be fine as long as you credit them and do not screenshot. So, I had screenshotted them. I was like, well, if you want to continue living, I would just leave the screenshots out. Screenshots.
You want your work to be showpiece, don't you?
Aye. So that's why I say, like, there was something years ago, and I laugh about it, right? But I had put it on TikTok. A florist took an image of mine and used it on our grid. Right. Which is fine. But she'd used one of the Instagram filters over it. Because it'd already been edited, this looked horrendous.
Right.
Because obviously it's edited already, and she's then put a filter on it, right? So I just wrote underneath it saying, if you don't mind, like, just using the true colour that I did this in, because it's not a true representation of my work. Right? Mm-hmm. And I could have a bride on there looking, going, she's my photographer, look at the state of that. Like, do you know? So I could have a bride that's booked the same florist looking at them thinking, I didn't think that's how she edited. It's not how I edit. It's how they've did it, right? Yeah. So anyway, she came back pure cheeky, and she deleted my comment. And I says to her, see the next wedding I do with you? I'm going to wait to the end of the night. I'm going to stone all your floors, take a picture of them, tag you in it and say that that's a true representation of your work, and we'll see if you link it, because that is what you're doing. Like, and one thing I don't get offended by is like makeup artists and stuff. I'll say to them, don't worry about no using my images, because I know sometimes it might not be how you want it to look. Because makeup is
with like
a
the
certain look.
lighting
and they're so proud of their work, and so they should be.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to look at mine and go, oh, that didn't photograph in that light the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
Do you know? So
They've
I'm
got
like, you do you.
The biggest ring lights I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
When I got to see the bride. They're huge, these things.
It is important that they get their images, and I've noticed that now.
We're all trying to capture something, aren't
Yeah.
we? To represent our own niche. Because we all play a part in the day. You mentioned dressers there, which we absolutely love. Bridal dressers.
Yeah.
So what's your take on dressers and kilt people?
Love it.
I've
Love
seen
it.
that coming in the scene.
Yep, so I had my first kilt fitter at a wedding a couple of weeks ago, and I put it on TikTok because I thought it was the best thing
I
ever.
read it.
magic, isn't it?
It is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I would put a kilt fitter before a dresser for the females, because
the guys just look like half
the
shot.
guys, honestly, like the things that the states they're in when you go there, and they don't know them. By the time you get there, they're sweating. Somebody's on YouTube. Somebody's
There's
fell out
always
with
a
somebody.
YouTube video on the go.
Somebody's shoes on the fitting them. Their laces are
How'd
all
you get
over
the
the
laces?
place.
Somebody's
Aye.
got the YouTube
Yeah.
how to do this.
Especially
file.
if they've got wee ones there, and they've to get the wee ones ready.
Aye.
I mean, I've seen men with beads of sweat dripping off them trying
Aye.
to get their sons ready, because they're all harassed for putting theirs on more than 80 other boys.
Yeah.
And it's just like stress you don't need.
I know.
Yeah.
Stress
I
you
know.
don't need. But I highly recommend, even if you're getting a kilt fitter, always get a second shirt, because if
Aye,
you
yeah.
are
Yes.
feeling
Yeah.
sweaty, there's nothing worse. And
No.
they'll steam it in the morning for you, and it'd be sitting there waiting on you,
Aye.
going to put it on. So
No.
100%. I mean, you buy a second one for your kid in case he spilled it.
I
So,
know.
and to be honest with you, it's all the adults that are more likely to spill it on us. So
Aye.
you may as well have
I'm
an extra
definitely
wee shirt.
guilty of that one myself.
I believe you've no enjoyed it if it's no been done you. That's the way I look at it.
That's so fair, thank you.
I'm like, if it's not done me, I've not enjoyed it.
Aye, if I come out after dinner and I've not got gravy down my
Aye.
top, then dinner wasn't worth it. So.
No, absolutely not. And you don't go out there thinking, what if I get something done? You know it's happening.
Aye.
Like, I'm okay with it.
Aye.
It's going to happen. That's cool.
And I noticed one of your TikToks about speeches.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said before
Before
the
dinner.
meal. Just talk us through.
So loads of people do it after dinner. I think it's certain places do it after dinner, right? And it's just their tradition. I know a lot of Americans do it after dinner, and some of them do it during the courses, like one each course.
Right, yeah. That's a wee
The
kinda-
only issue is, right, it's actually more of an issue for video than it is for photos. Because for video, you need the mic.
Yeah.
You need to know where they're going to stand. You need to know all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So knowing
Yeah.
that is better. But for me, the way I try and look at it is that is the break that we take.
Yes.
And if we are continuously up doing that, we can't rest to have a break and have
yeah.
a dinner or whatever. And if they're during it, like sometimes what happens is like your men will go out, they'll all eat their main, and then your main comes out, and then they stand up to do speeches. So then you're away doing speeches, and then you come back and it's cold, and they've took it away, and it just becomes a vicious circle. And if you're doing 3 in a row like that, like it's no ideal. You're running off empty. So I feel like it's one of the things that everybody wants out the way is the speeches, right? Everybody, me, video, the people speaking. It's only fair.
Probably more of the people speaking in it.
That want to get it over and done with, because then we know we've got it in the bag, we've got it all done. They can then enjoy their dinner and enjoy themselves. And one of the best photo shoots you'll do is after dinner photographs, because the ease in the men, because the speeches are done.
They're fed.
It's
they're
amazing.
Happy,
Aye.
they're free now.
Aye. Like they're no sitting sweating. They've normally got their jacket off by then. But no, speeches before dinner always. So see any of my packages that say that it's on till speeches, it'll always have in brackets pre-dinner. Because I mean, they could go, oh well, I'll do my speeches 12 o'clock tonight. She'll be here all night. Like, but no.
You always get a wee asterisk, a wee T's and C's apply.
Yep.
Yes.
Type of moment.
It's best to be done like that. You lose people otherwise.
Aye.
And then it's, well, one thing that I despise and I hate is people talking during speeches and not listening. Like, see, when you've got a table talking I just feel it's so rude, right? And
Aye,
if you do
Give it
it
the
during
attention it
courses,
needs,
it's going to happen, because I can promise you that now, see if you're doing it during courses, not everybody gets their course at the same time. Top table serve first. So see when you're talking, the last table's eating.
Aye.
So then again,
and everybody's
they're
starving
still
with it, aren't they?
clinking.
Yep.
They're still pass that over. Can you? Oh, give me the bottle of wine on the table. Pass that round. Oh,
and
where's the salt?
It's horrible. It throws the talker off big time. It throws them off, and it's just like, just go in. They know the normal. They know they're going to speak, and then that's going to be it. Done. So yes, always before dinner, never after.
Do you prefer getting a meal picked for you, or you've got so much to spend? If couples do that,
So a lot of couples will do like £20 behind the bar, which is absolutely perfect. I prefer a bar meal simply because it means that it's a lot less money for the couple, because obviously a wedding meal is a lot of money. But if guests haven't turned up, then that meal is
then
practically
you often
free.
their spares.
Aye. So I'm like, well, you'd be
which is pretty much
daft
always somebody turning up in there for whatever reason.
I'll say to them, I'm happy to take that, no problem. And then obviously they just get the money back for the bar. What I prefer to eat is the bar meal, 100%. Because can you imagine for 3-4 days in a row getting one totty, one carrot, a cold bad chicken, because you're last to be fed. So it's like, continue. And see if I see these, I don't know what they are, I keep saying it to Ryan, right? But they always give you a square tatty, right?
Oh, aye.
It's like the potato dauphinoise type thing. It's like all the layered potatoes.
I feel like just putting it up and smashing it after one day. Like, who eats that? If that's the only bit of potato I'm getting that day, I'm going to be livid.
Aye, that's my carbs. Like, I'm trying to load in here.
And it's like, you try and cut it and it's all sliding the other place. I'm like, no. So see, when I see that, I'm like, oh, here we go again, square potato. Like, so that means I know I'm not having a potato. Like, I like potatoes.
Yep.
I like chips, and I don't know who decides to put potatoes into a square. But then there's certain venues I'm like, oh my God, their wedding meals are amazing. So
yeah. Some of them I know, I better pack a wee cereal bar in the car. They go, I better make sure I go fuel after the dinner.
Yeah.
Because like that, it's quite a small portion, and we need to keep going all night long.
So see, like if we get a wedding meal and they maybe want to skip doing certain courses for us because they're like, oh, they're just the photographer and videographer, so we'll just give them the main. We'll not give them the soup or anything like that. You need the soup. You need the soup in there. The soup's part of the main.
Yep, that bread is keeping me going.
Thanks. The amount of people that will not give you bread though, because you're the supplier, you don't get the bread, and I'm like, you don't know how much I need that bread. I need that bread. Me and Trisha in there. Trisha's been on the canopies and everything. I'm sitting here dying. I was at Inglewood the other day, and they had spring rolls. I swear to God.
Oh.
I wanted to go and kiss the chef. I was like, you're coming in with me.
See, when places have those tiny wee Yorkshire puddings with the wee
bits in
them. Oh,
they do. Have you seen the ones with the wee fish and chips?
And
it comes with a wee poke.
That is cute as.
Well, listen, thanks for coming along to this first part of the podcast. And we're going to see you very soon for part 2. That'll do us for this episode though. Thanks to Julianne for taking us through the first 3, 4, whatever chapters of a wedding photographer's day in life and telling us all about her journey so far. And we'll see you on the next episode.